Hello everyone, ladies and gentlemen, happy to see you. So today I'm answering a question I've received a number of times, and a concern for many men here is what if your Russian or Ukrainian fiancé do not want or cannot move to United States for certain reason? Maybe she has elderly parents, maybe she's afraid about her social status, she's worrying about her education, she doesn't want to be far away from family, any other reasons. Maybe she has a business or real estate or something that's going on in Ukraine. Most likely it's something regarding the family. Most likely that is that. In our culture, we usually taking care of our parents when they get older. And one of the problems coming to US, if your parents are older, for example, they are in their 60s, 70s, 80s, it makes it hard to provide care. But there are solutions and there are options, there are always options. So let's talk about just this one aspect. If she has parents who are getting older, and I can tell you guys, for being an immigrant, one of the most heartbreaking points is that if your parents are still there, and let's say you maybe make average income, you might not be able to visit every year, and especially then you have kids. So just for visitation, one family trip, it might be five, six, seven, $8,000 just for one trip. So many families cannot afford that. So one of the hardest things is not to be able to visit every year. And then when you visit, once in a while, once into 3, 4, 5 years, it's so painful to see your parents getting old, because you don't really notice in your 20s and 30s, you don't really notice difference with yourself, if you take care of yourself, but with your parents you see how much older they get, and you feel guilt, you feel all these feelings. In the United States, guys, you are a little bit more separate, more independent, more maybe in a way distant from your parents. In our culture, usually it's closer connection. Well, it does depend on the family, totally. I know. I'm just saying that in a way our parents have expectations of us to help them when they are older. It's just a part of the culture. So what options are there to make it smoother? If your fiancé actually considering living in US, you can think of making also a green card or visa first for her parents if they are able to travel, so they can come and stay for quite some time. Another thing is medical care. Medical care, obviously, in United States, even if you are wealthy, you might not be able to provide medical care for your parents. This way, they would be better off staying there. Hopefully, there is more family. And what you can do is you can have maybe set up a little budget to support them, because dollar goes long way in Ukraine currently, especially. So if they have any medical needs, whatever cost here thousands and thousands of dollars, there could be solved for a fraction of that price. And we have to sometimes get material and see things because it's life. We have to be prepared, and very important that you explain these things. If you cannot, if you can move your parents over here to US, that would be wonderful. But if you cannot, it's really crucial that you explain her why, because we in Ukraine, for example, we have no idea about American medical system. We do not know that the bill from the hospital can be 50, 70, $100,000, maybe $1 million if there is some complicated surgery. So you can explain that you care about your parents, that you know, you will help and support. I'm talking, of course, about relationships when you're about to get married, not just some random. So that is one thing. Another thing, if she doesn't want to come, you know, there are some people, some ladies, they are more of a minority, but often they do not want to come because, you know, they may be in their 20s, 30s, 40s, they have established life, established friends, they just want to be there. Maybe they love their job or something like that. That makes it a little more complicated, and I will address this issue in my next video more in detail. But here I would say that there is a way to compromise to still make your a visa, still make your green card, and then maybe live for two homes. So possibly if she could do her work online, or maybe if you can do your work online, so you can live part-time in Ukraine and part-time in US. We are very blessed to have currently, you know, internet, so a lot of people now can do distant work. But that's something to talk before, you know, before the actual marriage takes place. It's very, very important. A lot of Ukrainian women stay very close to their family, and at the same time they do want to have their families, they want to have children. So I will keep making more videos about these topics, discuss these questions before, share what pluses and, you know, minuses, what are downsides and advantages of moving to US or staying in Ukraine, because it's almost it really depends on your personal situation. So with that being said, guys, I will continue this series for you, so hopefully you can solve all the main questions before you take a decision and before you commit, so you will have less conflicts and less misunderstanding. Thank you.